it's Madison. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I share my recovery journey from my eating disorder and my life on this channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. I upload twice a week. Also, a big exciting announcement is coming very soon. I'm just finishing up some details on it. If you have been watching me for a while, last couple weeks, you know, might have an idea of what it is, but I'm finalizing it and I'm going to announce it next week. So get excited for a big announcement next week. Anyway, for today's video, I'm going to be doing another recovery update. I did one of these back in the summer, and I've done like little snippets in my day in my life videos, but I haven't sat down and filmed a full recovery update where I am right now since the summer, since before coming back to school, and so I wanted to do that for you guys because why not? So that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, first things first. I am still in a really good mental place. A really good mental place. I am in this place where I am no longer, I'm doing very well, but I am in this place, things that are still hard for me right now are, one of them being, I'm in this place of my recovery where I'm not on death's bed, I'm not on death row, I'm not at such a deficit. And so in my mind, the disorder tends to make me think that, oh, well, that means that you don't have to be so worried about making sure you're eating enough, make sure you do this, make sure you're eating as frequently because you're not at a deficit. It's more just like you don't have to worry as much because your body's at a good place. And yes, that's true, my body is at a good place, but it's still technically not fully healed because I still have disordered tendencies. I do. I still have times where I really struggle and don't eat as much as I'm supposed to, whether it's on purpose or on accident. And there are still times that food stresses me out in certain aspects in certain ways. And I still struggle with body image a lot. And so I'm not fully healed. Yes, I'm at the best place I have been in my body in a long time, but I'm not at a recovered place yet where I can not worry. And the thing is that my nutritionist told me is that because I've gone through this, I am always going to be at a place where I'm going to have to worry. And I was like, what? I don't want to worry the rest of my life. And she's like, no, not like that. What I mean by that is, what she meant by that is that because I've been through such a trauma in my life and still am recovering from it, I'm always going to have a little bit of caution that I'm going to always have to be aware to make sure I am eating enough. I really am going to have to learn to be really in tune to my body and my hunger cues and fullness cues, and not like, I'm not going to really ever fully be able to just like not think about it at all. Like I'm not going to think about it, but I'm going to have to keep it in the back of my mind is what I'm saying. It's not going to be on my mind all the time, but it's something that's going to have to be in the back of my mind all the time. Just as a reminder, like, are you making sure, like, so you don't relapse? Because if you go back to the mindset where like it's completely out of your mind, you are going to relapse most likely. And so she was telling me you have to keep pushing yourself. Even though you are in a space where you're not on death row, you're not at such a deficit, you still need to push yourself because you can't half recover. Because half recovering runs the risk of relapse, mental health, and continued issues, physical issues, and also you're never ever going to, if you don't fully recover, you're never going to have full freedom around food in your body. And no one wants that. And so you have to fully recover. You can't stop halfway. And another thing so that's one thing that I've been struggling with is the mindset of like, even though I'm not at such a deficit, I have to keep pushing myself because I still have some weight to restore and I still have ways to recover. No, I'm not where I was fall of 2017. But I still need to push myself. I still need to fully recover. I can't stop right here. Another thing is that I talked with her about is my weight set point. And I was just basically like, because basically before we upped my meal plan, which I'll talk about how I'm doing with that in a second, before we upped that a couple weeks ago, I asked her, my weight hadn't changed at all according to what she told me. And so I asked her, I was like, I know we've already upped it, but I'm just curious, like, how did you know that, like, that wasn't my set point weight if it wasn't moving? And she basically looked back at me through the FaceTime camera and was like, because can you honestly tell me you haven't been doing any disordered tendencies? And I was like, no. And she was like, that's why. She's like, a set point weight is when you are fully free around food in your body. You have no disordered tendencies, no disordered habits. You eat whatever, whenever, wherever, and how much you want without feeling guilty or anything negative. And you're not worried about having to compensate or make up for what you ate. None of that. When all of that is gone, that and your weight is not changing, that is your weight set point. And so that's how she was like, I knew that wasn't your weight set point because you were still not fully being free. And I was like, oh, okay. So that I had to reaffirm to myself too. I'm not quite at my weight set point, but I'm working towards it. I'm definitely closest I've ever been, but I'm not there yet. And then my meal plan, how's that going? My upped meal plan is going pretty good. It's not hard really anymore. I mean, there's certain days that definitely I have struggled a little bit more with it than usual, but for the most part, it's been going pretty well, and I've been enjoying eating different things and eating a good amount of food and actually being satisfied again, because there was a while I wasn't satisfied as in full, as I remember telling you guys when I first started this new meal plan. And it's nice to be like fully satisfied and full after I eat now. I did experience last week, there was like a couple of days, it was like Wednesday through Friday, I experienced a weird extreme hunger thing. I haven't experienced that I haven't experienced something like this since when I first started eating more and weight restoring. I was kind of put off guard because I was like, I'm eating a lot. Like, why am I experiencing this? And there's a couple of different reasons, because I reached out to my dietitian and was like, hey, like, what is going on? I feel like I'm a bottomless pit, but I'm eating so much. Like, I feel like I just, like, can't stop eating. What is going on? And it wasn't, like, binging. Like, I wasn't, like, feeling like I had to finish. It wasn't that kind of thing. It was, like, I would eat like a meal size that I would usually eat, or maybe it was more, and I would still be hungry, and I'm like, what the heck? It was kind of annoying, actually. And so I reached out to her and was like, what the heck? I haven't experienced this since, like, when I first started recovery. What is going on? And she was like, one thing that came to my mind was, usually the week before your period, you get really, really hungry like that. And I was like, I've never had that before, but maybe now that I'm, like, actually, like, at a healthy size and a healthy-esque figure and weight and everything, or I'm getting to that point, maybe I'm going to start experiencing some more, like, hormonal things that I've never experienced before because I was at such a deficit. I don't know. So she was like, sometimes that can happen. And she was like, sometimes body's just more hungry than usual sometimes, depending on, like, different things, like environmental, biological, movement. And I was like, okay, I don't know what it is yet. I mean, it's one of those two things. It could be a mixture of both, but it was just kind of weird. It was weird. It was annoying. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, so that's gone. I'm no longer feeling that. But it was weird. But I got through it, and it didn't kill me. As you guys can see, if you guys are struggling with extreme hunger out there and you feel like your world is ending, I made it through. You can make it through. It's not going to kill you. Just give your body the food it wants. That's the best thing you can do for yourself in that situation. Don't restrict. That's the worst thing you can do. And then the last thing I want to talk about is body checking. I'm doing pretty good with that. I made a video last week all about, like, ways to, like, stop an urge. I don't know why I said it like that. Stop an urge. And you guys seem to like it. So, but that has been one of the behaviors that I have struggled with the most. But I'm getting to the point where I'm not doing it as frequently. I can firmly say that I am going about 80 to 85% of my day without doing it. And that is so amazing because I used to spend 90 to 100% of my day doing it. So I'm really proud of myself that I've like completely flipped. I'm not completely rid of it, but I'm getting there, and I'm just proud of myself for that. But other than that, that was the main things I wanted to update you guys on. I'm still restoring weight. I'm still going to push myself. I'm getting there. I'm working. We can do it. But yeah, for the most part, I'm doing pretty good. I still have hard days. I still have bad days. I never want you guys to think that I'm putting off this image of recovery that's easy, that it's a piece of cake, that it's fun, because it's not. It sucks. It's hard. It is not fun. It is not a piece of cake at all. And yeah, I'm gonna keep challenging myself, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me because you guys are here for me. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys thought of this video, and if you guys have any questions about any of the things I mentioned, or just anything about recovery in general. I know you guys love to leave me questions down below, or comments, whatever you want to leave below. I love reading them. I love responding to you guys. You guys are the best. Your support is amazing. Like, wow, I love you guys so much. And I can't believe we're over 500 subscribers. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I cannot believe we're almost at 530. We might be at 530 by the time I put this up, but we're almost there. What the heck? I love you guys. Your support is incredible, and I love you. Anyway, make sure you check out my last video. That'll be down below. And make sure you check me out on Instagram and follow me at Madison Parmenter down below, as well as my podcast, my Twitter, and my blog will be down below as well. Anyway, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you guys very soon in another wonderful video. And stay tuned for next Thursday, a week from today that you're watching this. There will be a very, very, very exciting announcement. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, stay strong, and stay motivated, my queens, and know you can do anything you set your mind to.